So I make thousands every month with YouTube Shorts, and it's pretty easy, you know, the classic, as long as you have Wi-Fi and a phone, you can genuinely do this as well. It doesn't take a genius. Now here I'm showing you a channel that I've been running for quite a long time now. I've got it blurred out because I'm going to do an in-depth video on it in the future. The last week it's made about $1,000. Yesterday it made £266, not including music, which I'll also show in a minute. But this is not the reality. You know, a lot of these guys will just show you the last 28 days and, you know, they'll catch a time where the channel's pumping. I'll show you the lifetime, bro, because it changes. You know, this is what you can really expect with shorts. It's a bumpy and volatile ride. This channel has been running since, it's been monetized from April 2023. So if we do the math, that is about, let me see, about 20 months it's been running. So 20 months monetized, made £54,000, basically 55 in dollars. I think that's about $65,000. Let me just check. So I've just checked, it's actually like $68,500, just to give you a better estimate there. But you see, it goes up and down and up and down, and you got some low days, like even below 20 on some days, but then you got high days reaching 300s and whatnot. Now we're on another nice increase, and this plus music, which we've made 25 grand of since October, because that's really when it came about, or that's when I got it on the channel at least. So it's made basically 100 grand in 20 months. Profit of that is probably, let's just say 95,000 probably, because I've edited a lot of the videos myself as well. So if we divide 95,000 by 20, the channel on average makes about $4,750 a month, which is a nice amount of money considering this is not the only channel I run. I'm going to run into the music stuff a bit later in the video, but for now I'm going to show you exactly how you can also make thousands with shorts.
So basically I met Tristan Tate, right? And do you know what I did? I sucked his...
First step is the niche. You know, you just need to make something that's monetizable. We're in the faceless space, so YouTube make it pretty clear when it comes to reusing content what can and can't be monetized. Here you can see the do's and the don'ts. You can have a read through. The most common one that people do is just like a funny or thoughtful revision of content they didn't originally create, or they had a voiceover as well. That works very good. Now, one thing when it comes to picking a niche, a lot of people just see someone popping off, getting millions of views, and they're like, hey, let me copy and I'm gonna find the same success. Usually this isn't the case. I always recommend when it comes to doing a niche, at least think of how you're gonna add your own unique spin, whether that's editing, doing hooks different, structuring the videos differently. So ideally when it comes to niche, you want to pick something that will be high RPM. What that means is basically a high revenue per 1,000 views. How do you get that? Well, you need to target a first world audience. How do you do that? Well, you need to use an English voiceover, English speakers in the video. That's what will attract that premium audience, which pays very nice. Now, to be honest, when it comes to looking for a niche, one of the things I do is literally just scroll and engage with English voiceover content so more of it gets pushed out to you. Now, what do you actually look for? I have a requirement checklist. Over 100 million total views, consistent uploads. You can check that by just going on the video, clicking the 3 dots and then description. It will say the date of the upload. And the views, you want them to be consistently high. Over 100k is ideal. And then you can also check if the channel is monetized using a website called YT Large. It's not always accurate, but it is like 98 times out of 100. So yeah, it's pretty reliable. Then just create a list of channels which match the previous criteria. Just pick what appeals to you the most. It doesn't have to be something you're really passionate about, but it helps if you have an interest in the topic. And what you're going to do next is curate your For You page to it. Now, this is fairly easy. All you need to do is type in keywords to do with that niche. So let's say I'm doing war stories. I'm going to go on YouTube, type in war, soldier, hashtag army, hashtag war story, hashtag war vet, veteran, whatever. I'm going to be liking, I'm going to be commenting, I'm going to be subscribing and watching that content so that when I go into the shorts feed, that's all I'm going to be seeing pushed out to me. It can take a while for the algorithm to adjust, but it does happen. Now, I'm going to find as many channels as I can doing that niche, bro. I'm going to be writing them all down on a list so then I can filter through. But what you're going to do when you're filtering through, you're going to see if a lot of them are doing good consistent views, that's a green flag. But if many replicate the same quality as the best and most viral channels in that niche, but they find no result, I would be careful. Usually that's a sign of saturation. Now, whenever you go into a niche, one thing I always do is I just see, can I add a spin to this content? It's literally as simple as that. If I can add something, improve it in some way compared to the most viral channels, I'm confident and I go into it. One mistake many people do is they just literally copy the most viral channels, but bro, it's likely that a lot of other people are doing that. You need to stand out in some way. Remember, adding your own spin isn't just to do with the editing style though as well. It can be something different. Like if you see a channel doing really well in NFL content, let's say, or you can apply that same structure but to another sport, maybe baseball, NBA, football, whatever. People usually get it twisted. They always think it's with editing. It really doesn't have to be. By the way, if you want me to save you some time, I can send you 5 killer niches along with a 30-page PDF, a full shorts package, all just pure value bombs. All you need to do is sign up with your email to the newsletter below.
I bought a property in Egypt, and what they do for you is they give you the property.
Now, when it comes to thinking of video ideas, using the method before, when you was searching for all those channels and you developed a list, they are your competition in that niche essentially. What are you going to do? You're just going to look through the viral videos, find common patterns, see what works, and you can recreate that fairly easily. Of course, add your own spin again, but it will give you a good indicator of what works. And you can also apply the same to the opposite side. Find what doesn't work and you can avoid that. Learn from your competition's mistakes. Just always remember, when you are recreating people's content and using video ideas that have already been used, copy with an original twist. Again, if it's like a video about, I don't know, the world's biggest plane, make one about the world's smallest plane, but apply the same video structure. Just get creative. Really the best way to grow, and I've found that like with every channel I do, is just creating a blend from all the best performers in the niche. Just, you can take something from everyone. And it doesn't just necessarily have to be in your niche. It can be from other niches, like maybe someone has really cool hooks or rehooks or editing styles, subtitles, color grades. You just kind of pick apart a lot of people's videos and just create it into your own your style, I guess. Another thing with videos, think, will it make people comment? You want something that brings out and evokes some type of emotion. That usually makes the best videos. Could be something controversial, a question of some sort, something that just evokes some type of emotion usually works best. There just has to be a strong reason to watch. Make it a video that would make you stop from scrolling. Don't post boring videos, bro. Focus on making actual entertaining content. The amount of people I see posting basic, boring shit and expecting great results is mind-blowing. I see this every single day. Like, how do you expect for millions of people to watch something that you wouldn't even watch yourself? Like, put yourself in the viewer's shoes. That's honestly the best way to approach shorts videos or just probably content in general. Think about the viewer. Especially when they're scrolling fast, you need to get them like that. The video idea has to be good. It has to get their attention straight away.
I don't operate too well around normal people because they're stupid.
Look, I'm not going to go in depth on how to edit because it's easy to learn. There's like thousands of tutorials on YouTube. CapCut, which is free, you're probably best off using that. Or DaVinci. I like DaVinci, but it's not like very beginner friendly. The main thing is when it comes to creating the videos, right, bro, please listen. The hook is the most important part. The hook is the first 3 seconds of the video. Like I was just saying before, it needs to get the viewer's attention straight away. And you really need to remember this because so many people focus on creating these mad edits and focus so much time in the bulk of the video, which yeah, is cool. But if you don't apply more time to your hook, then the rest of the video is meaningless, bro. If you can't get the viewer's attention straight away, all that time you spent on the big part of the video, it's gone to waste. Like, there's literally no point. So please just really, really make sure that first 3 seconds gets the eyes of the viewer. Now, how do you do that? Well, bro, it can be a question at the start. You can add red arrows, red circles, all of that jazz, a quick zoom, face tracking, whatever. It really depends on the type of content that you're posting. Can be some sound effects like a riser that just goes like, like one of them. And then with the actual video itself, once you get past the hook, bro, you're cutting gaps everywhere. Like, do not have any moment of silence unless it's some like emotional, slow content, which I don't really mess with. but then I'd understand it. Or maybe like comedic pauses, that's fair enough. You want to just make the video as compact as possible. Every second matters in shorts. Do not even try risk losing the viewer's attention for a single second. Make the video snappy, engaging. Again, like I said previously, put yourself in the viewer's shoes. Always, when creating these videos, you've got to be asking yourself the questions like, would it stop me from scrolling? And when you're going through the videos, like every few seconds, ask yourself, what is the reason to keep watching? If there isn't a reason to keep watching, well, the viewers will lose attention. It's a bad video. Make sure there's a strong reason to always watch until the end. This is crucial. These two questions, when you apply them whilst you're editing and making your videos, will change how fast you progress, trust me. Now, speaking of progress, how do you progress fast? You got to study your stats. This is really important. Many people don't do it. But what you got to do, you're going to look through your videos, every like 5-10 videos, whatever. Look at your swipe rates. You need to be getting above 75. If you get 75 on one video and the rest are below 70, look at that 75er, figure out what's different about it and repeat that for your next videos. The same applies for APV, average percentage viewed. You need to be aiming for 100% for this. So the videos that do have 100%, figure out why, repeat the structure with the hooks that have been working. This is how you combine what's working. You experiment with different styles, different approaches, and then you blend what data shows the viewer likes. Another way to really progress fast is doubling down on your outliers. It's crazy to me how many people do not do this. If your video is about some, I don't know, some mad like kitchen transformation, that's got millions of views, and the rest of your videos are about like bathrooms and ceilings and roofs or whatever, bro, what do? Well, you just repeat more kitchen transformations. It's pretty obvious. That's what people want to watch. Reuse the structure of the video, reuse the hooks if that's worked well as well. Rinse it to get as many views as you can. Now, the third way to progress really fast is honestly game changing, and that's promoting music in your videos. Using songs from the shorts library from specific companies can earn you a crazy amount of revenue. This music stuff is what I was talking about with this channel as well. You know, since October I've had it, and it's printing. It's printing pretty fucking good. But how do you get it? Well, usually you get the music companies reaching out to you, but if you join my free Discord and DM me, if you're getting like, let's just say a few million views a month, then I can sort you one out. But if you join my community as well, where by the way, people get insane results. Like here you can see it's crazy. People are doing $1,000 days with music as well. Then you can get it immediately. So you can be monetized from the first video you make. Now, the fourth way to progress really fast is you got to reinvest your money, bro. You want to scale, you got to start outsourcing, you got to start paying for editors, building a team. And the fifth and most important way to progress fast is by staying consistent and patient. Post daily, trying to improve every day, and trust me, you will succeed.